When it comes to the security in your site, you need to be aware and you need to be prepared for the hackers. Yes, believe it or not, there are so many people out there trying to damage your work, all the time they had spent in it, the money. Because when you do a website, you don't just spend time, you do spend money, you do spend resource and more things on your way in it to the design. So when it comes to the security section, to the security part, you need to be conscious about getting your site secure and making sure that you're doing as much as you can in order to prevent and to protect your site from being hacked. Hi, my name is Byron from WP Phoenix. Well, in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about a great plugin, which is IThemes. I'm going to be taking you to the back end of my WordPress. It's a fresh installation. I'm going to be walking you step by step of how to set up this theme in my site. And hopefully you can actually learn a little bit and you can actually put this suggestions in use. So without anything else to say, let's start it. First of all, I'm going to start installing a fresh installation of WordPress. So let's do an install. I'm going to be using my site in this case. Let's get rid of this one. Let's put it let's learn together in WP Phoenix. Well, okay, this one. When it comes to the user, do never leave the username as admin, because that's the most common way for a hacker to actually get into your site. That's the easiest way that they actually have find it to do it. All right, make sure that you have a strong password in it, and here you have to type it in an email that you have previously configured into your site in order to get all the codes that IThemes is going to send it to give you access to your site. Okay, like in this case, I put it info@wpphoenix.com, and that's the email that I'm putting in here, which is email for the administrator. The site, it's going to be in English. I'm going to be using WPML to actually make it a bilingual site. As you can see, everything has been configured the way that I want it. Alright, just double checking. Now that I see that it's ready, everything is good to go, all that I have to do is install. It's gonna create my WordPress site. It will take from 5 to 10 seconds to do it. Now that I had created, we're gonna go to what it says admin URL. From the admin URL, just double click on it. Okay, here we are. We're gonna dismiss this. We're gonna go to plugins. Before we actually do anything like any delete any modification on our site, we're gonna install the IThemes plugin first. So we're gonna upload it. We're gonna select, we're gonna get this one, open it up, we're gonna install. It's installing. We're gonna activate the plugin. Alright, well, we have activated. We're gonna go to security, settings, secure site. Here is where you're gonna get it says receive emails updates about WordPress security from IThemes. No, you don't want to receive any updates, but you do want to activate the network brute force protection. Okay, so you have to activate that option. While it's activated, you're gonna close this option. Now you're gonna go where it says advanced. There are 6 options. Admin username, we're gonna highlight in here, just click it on it. because by default it gives you an ID 1. You don't want to get stuck with the ID 1. You're going to get another admin ID. So while you have selected this one, in the bottom it says save settings. Click it on it and it's going to take you out of the site. Alright, so now that you have been out of the site, all they have to do is log it in again. It's gonna ask you for the code, so I'm pretty sure that the code they have been sending to my email, the one that I previously put it in file. Remember that info plus. Okay, here is the code. Copy this code. Just remember, the reason why we actually put that email and I talked to you about it was because of this, because you're gonna be receiving emails for confirmation and authentication from your site. Now that we're here, we're gonna click in login, set up 2 factors, continue. Okay, everything is going fine and smooth so far. We're gonna continue. The mobile app we're gonna be downloading later. We're gonna be configuring later on. All right, just continue over here. These are the codes that they have sent you. It says here, make sure that you copy or download the backups code for before proceeding. So you're gonna download the codes. These codes are for the backup, just in case that one of the codes they don't work, or one of the you can't. There is no way to receive a code, so you can enter any of these codes and it will work. All right. So let's continue. 2-factor setup complete. Let's complete it. Now it's gonna take us back to our WordPress site, so we can continue with the setup. All right. Let's go back to security settings. From settings, we're gonna go to advanced again. Change database table prefix. Let's go there. Let's click in yes. While you have clicked in yes, go save settings, and it says that the database table prefix was successfully changed to this one. All right. So while you're there, you're gonna have to check the next option, which is hide backend enable. And in here, this is gonna be the URL to log into your site. I'm not gonna put WP. I'm just gonna put this one for numbers in it, and then we're gonna save settings. While we have saved the settings, we're gonna close on the top. We're gonna go to recommended. Now that we have pretty much set up these 3 options, we're gonna go back to recommended. Just double check security. This is where we start doing it. Global settings, this thing is correct. We're not gonna make any adjustments in here unless you want to hide the security menu in the admin bar. I don't want to. I'd rather leave it in there, but it's up to you. Notification center, this is where you're gonna be receiving the notifications every time that there is a change in your site, in your files. I'm gonna keep it like the way that it is. Okay, 404 detections, we're gonna activate it. Okay, it says minutes to remember 404, 5 minutes. We're gonna leave it like the way that it is for now. Away mode, I'm not gonna activate it because it can be a little bit annoying if you wanna deactivate the site and for like a certain hours. I don't usually recommend you doing it because it will take you out of your site anyways. Even though you are the admin, it will kick you out. Okay, ban users. We're gonna go to configure settings. We're gonna enable hackrepair.com blacklist and futures. Okay, well, we have enabled that one. We're gonna save the settings, configure settings again, make sure that everything is correct. Okay, now that we have done this one, let's get back to advanced. Let's go over here, and in the bottom we're gonna change the WP content. Let's go in the back of my site. Let's refresh my site, and in here we're gonna check my files. I had created this before, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna get another one that is gonna be replacing the WP content. So we're gonna go over here, and you can put anything that you want it. In this case, I'm gonna put it carpeta, all right, slash. I'm gonna leave it the way that it was before. Okay, and then like I said, this one is going to replace the WP content, and it also, let me show you a little trick about this one. Let's go to another let's close this one. Who WordPress is that? Okay, let's go over here. It's under maintenance. Okay, let's check another one, a different one. Let's use this one, WP Phoenix, and it will usually show you what kind of theme, the plugins, and everything that I'm using in my account. Okay, let's go over here. Let's copy this URL. All right, let's try it again. If it doesn't work, we're gonna try a different one. So like I was telling you, with one of these sites, what they usually do, it's they just show the user, the theme, and everything that we're actually using in our site. And for some people, that's really annoying, because WordPress detects it, but a specific theme cannot be determined. It's just probably using a customized or appropriate theme. So this is because of IThemes. This is what IThemes helps you to do. It pretty much hides the info from your site, like the themes, the plugins that they're using it. Obviously, if that person has a little bit more knowledge into the coding and that stuff, the person is going to be able to see what theme and plugins you're using in your site. Okay, so we have done this one. We're gonna save the settings. Don't worry about this error. Everything is gonna be fine. Remember, this was the name of it. We're gonna go in the back end of our site, the cPanel, and let's go to my site, and here is it. Okay, now that we have that, let's go back to recommended. 404 learn away by users. We have done that one. Database backups. We're gonna check this one. Enable database backups. I'm gonna put it for every 7 days. Okay, now that we have done that, let's go to file change detection. This one, you can activate it just if you're not gonna make any modifications, any adjustments in your site, because it can become a nightmare if you activate it before. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Let's go to files permission, loads file permissions, and here are 3 errors. I mean, no errors, they're warnings that the system is pretty much telling us to configure it in order to get okay, to give us the okay. All right, the first one, it's the one that in the carpet that in the folder that we have created. We have to change the value, so it's 777 now. We'll have to change to 755. So let's go back. Let's go in here, and in here it says upload. They want us to change to 755. We're gonna save it, and the other one is wp-config.php. They want us to put a 444 instead of 644. Let's go back, move it. Okay, let's look for it. Okay, in here we're gonna switch to 0444. We're gonna save it, and the last one that it's telling us to change, it's HD access. That HD access, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna look for HD access, and we're gonna change for the number that the system is suggesting us. All right, so let's delete that one. Let's put 444, save it. Well, we have saved it. It doesn't change until it says reload file permission details. Well, if you reload it, everything it goes to okay. Everything gets green mark, right? Now that we're here, we're gonna close it. Now that we have closed, local brute force protection. This is what is gonna help you to prevent the admin. Remember when I told you do never leave the username as admin? It's because of this. So immediately ban a host that attempts to log in the admin username immediately. Remember that I will usually put 60 minutes. The reason why, it's because not everyone wants to wait 60 minutes. I mean, when someone's trying to hack your system, they will take a few minutes and chances to do it. If they can't, they will go somewhere else. This one, we're gonna put up to 10 because sometimes even I forgot the password. We're gonna save settings. Okay, so far we're doing good in this one. The next one is gonna be the network brute force protection. We're gonna go over here. This is the one that we have configured at the beginning. Unless just in case they want to reset the IP, it's gonna take you out of the system and it's gonna send you another code in order to get you back in the system. Okay, so now let's get back. Click on the exit. So we have done that one. Let's go to protection password requirements. All right, what it says, minimum role, we're gonna go all the bottom to subscriber. I want all the subscribers to have a strong password. Let's save that setting. Okay, let's go to SSL. Let's enable. Let's configure the settings. Make sure that system is redirecting from HTTP to HTTPS. Let's enable. Okay, what it says, system tweaks. Let's enable. Let's configure it. Let's highlight all of these ones because you do want to get protection. I'm just going over. I'm not gonna go into details into any of these ones. So let's go in settings, WordPress salt, this one on it. Okay, it's gonna kick you out, but I had a user, so let's go over here. Let's go to codes, webmail. Pretty sure that I'm gonna get another code. Here is it. Copy this one. What we have copy. Let's paste in it. Let's log in again. I'm back in the system. Settings again. Okay, we were over here, so let's go to WordPress tweaks. The same thing that we have done before, we're gonna do it here. Just highlight every single one of them. We're gonna skip the first one. You can read it what it says. Force unique name. Disable extra user archives, protect against tab napping, save settings. Okay, now that you have save settings, let's take a look to the pro ones. I'm not gonna get into details into any of the pro ones. I mean in the one that it says futures, because there's some ones that are in beta, like this one. It's coming soon. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not gonna use it. This one, okay, it's pretty good. User login, let's leave it like that. User security, here is it. Okay, so now that we have done all of this one, if you want to label the reCAPTCHA, you can do it. It's up to you. For some users it's annoying. For some other users they might think that it's useful. So let's go to users, all users, double click on mine. Let's make some changes over here. I'm gonna put my name. Alright, let's leave it like that. Okay, let's fill it up, all this campus. And in here I'm gonna change the name because IThemes is gonna ask me to change my public name, so I'm gonna change it. Okay, well, we have done that, all of that. This is where we're talking about enable the code for the mobile. So what we're gonna be doing now, it's we're gonna be enable this one, and we have to have an application on your phone. In this case, I have an iPhone, so I'm gonna be downloading an application that it's called Authenticator. It's from Google. So what Authenticator it will do, it's like it will pretty much just help you to authenticate your site, like your code. Okay, so what we're gonna do, it's I'm gonna scan the barcode for now. 1 second, let me finish scanning, and then I'm gonna log it out on the system. Okay, now I had scanned. I'm gonna enter a code that the system had provided me, and it times you out. If you don't put the code in a certain amount of time, it will give you another code. Alright, so that one didn't work. Let's try with this one that it's still timing, and it's all gone. Alright, update profile, all good. Let's get out. Let's log back in. Now in the bottom it will tell you how can you actually access back in your system. And now you just enter a code that they provide me in my phone. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There are more videos coming about this, more videos about page builders and the different topics. Remember, I'm Byron from WP Phoenix. Have a good day.